Hey, it's Rob from Wheelworks Bike Shop in Dublin. We have an unboxing today. This is a brand new bike that none of you have ever seen before. If I try and upload the video correctly, none of you have ever seen it before. It's under embargo for another 4 or 5 days, so we're getting it unboxed and built and ready to go and ride this week. So it's a model from Trek. It's a new gravel bike. It was sort of leaked earlier this year for any of you that follow gravel racing at Unbound Gravel. One of the pros showed up on it, and there was some blurry images going around the internet of it. It's called, so Trek's current gravel bike is called the Checkpoint. This is called the Checkmate. So I don't know about the name Trek. I'm not convinced on it yet. Checkpoint I liked. I'm not sure about Checkmate. Anyway, it is what it is. So the Checkmate is Trek's racing gravel bike. So very race specific. Yeah, it's a racing gravel bike. We'll start opening it and I'll think of things to say as we go. So it's also got SRAM's newest group set. The red AXS xplr, which is the gravel group set. It's gone 13 speed. So one buy on the front, single chain ring. It's the new UDH system, direct mount rear derailleur. It's the same battery system as on the older SRAM systems, which is a good thing that SRAM has kept it all the same. You got a big oversized pulleys and jockey wheels and all that sort of stuff, and whopper cassette. So you got smallish jumps at the bottom of the cassette and then big jumps up towards the top, with the power meter. I'll take off the blue label. It's not a blue chain set. Okay, so I need to turn this box around so somewhere to put the rubbish. Okay, so it also comes with a dark disc. We certainly won't be fitting that. We're going to build this one with 50mm tires, so you got tons of clearance on it. It'll obviously take 50mm tires. We've got the new Betasso, the new, are they Trek branded now? I can't remember if they've gone to Trek branding on the tires. Anyway, it's the new tires from Trek Bontrager, and we're going to fit they're a light tan wall colour. I think they'll look great with that frame in the 50mm size. So this one is a splatter paint scheme at the back end. The Checkmate only comes in the SLR version, so they don't do an SL version of the race bike, and it is with Trek's 800 series carbon, which is what the previous generation Madone was built using, but not the newer one. The newer Madone is with 900 series OCLV. There's a couple of changes, the geometry being the biggest one. Colour's really good, really like that. That's very cool. So you've got creamy white, era white I think they call it, and splatter fade paint or splatter paint there. Anyway, the differences between this and the Checkpoint. So the Checkpoint is now really classed as the adventure leisure gravel bike. So the geometry is the first big difference. It loses the internal storage, so you don't have a internal storage in this. It's also made, it's an aero frame, so the same as the same technology, aero technology, as they've used on the new Gen 8 Madone, they've used on this. So we're going to build this one with 2 of the aero bottles. You've got plenty of mounts for top tube bag, frame bag and stuff like that, but it's very much not built with as many mounts as the checkpoints. It's like I said, very race specific. So you're losing some mounts. It's the lightest gravel bike they've ever made. So that's why you're losing things like the internal storage, because that adds weight. The wheels are Bontrager's Aeolus RSL 37V. So the 37 refers to the depth. The V is for volume, so they're a wider rim. It'll be set up tubeless, obviously, for gravel. Hey. I think there's 40mm. Yeah, there's 40mm tires on it as standard, but we're going to change those out for the 50s. It runs, I think the new headset system they're using now is called RCS, which will be compatible across all models going forward, so your headset systems will all be the same. And this uses the same one-piece cockpit as the new Gen 8 Trek Madone. Let's pop that on and let you have a look at it. Same spacers, same top cap. And I'm assuming, like the new Madone, we can switch out this. The top cap here comes in two different heights, so if you want to slam it and get it down low, you can fit the low one. I'm assuming you can anyway. I can't see why you wouldn't. Being built with the new red Explore, you've got the new hoods, the same as the new road group set, which I'm a really big fan of. I really like those. When I built up I'm riding the new Gen 8 Madone, which, by the way, is a really good bike, but I'll try and not get distracted too much. So I switched my own group set over, my own red group set over, with the exception of the new levers. I put the new levers on, and I'm a really big fan of those. I really like the hand position. I have them turned in slightly, but I really like that long hood. It gives you a really nice platform, much more aesthetically, much better looking than the outgoing red. At least I think it is anyway. And like I said, I like that stretched out hood. I've gone for a longer stem on the road bike, so it just means you've got a really nice platform for your arms and your forearm. The new bar, it's a one-piece integrated bar and stem. It's slimmer and deeper, so it's not as deep that way, but it's a little bit deeper that way. And the idea with that, pardon the butchering of the tech shit, it's to slow down the wind, the air, before it hits you, because we're a big unaerodynamic part of the package, and you want to slow the wind down before it hits us and then accelerate it away afterwards. So that's a very layman's basic explanation of what's happening at the front. I think this is going into the workshop tomorrow for a build. We're going to slam it. We're going to change the tires. I'm not sure what saddle comes in it, but I think we have an RSL one put aside for it inside as well. So we'll give you a quick run through on the spec. So it's a Checkmate SLR9 eTap AXS. It's in a medium large size. It's got the newest version of the ISO-speed decoupler, which is basically a little bit of a shock absorber system in here to give you a bit more comfort. You can run fenders on it. There's fender mounts and fender mounts on the front. which means it will be a very good winter bike actually. That would be a really cool winter bike. Anyway, I digress. You've gone to a D-shaped seat post, so flat on the back and aero round on the front. And the idea with that is the flat back allows it to flex. So if it was a fully round one, it would be stiffer at the back. So the flat back gives you a bit more flex at the back of it. Bontrager Aeolus RSL 37. So the RSLs are the highest spec. 37 refers to the depth, and the V, these are the V model. There's two models. There's a narrow one and a wider one, or a wide one and a wider one. This is the wider one for gravel. SRAM red, new 13-speed red AXS xplr, wide ratio cassette, single ring on the front. You've got multiple bottle positions, bag mounts for a food bag on the top and a frame bag in underneath in here. And you've got multiple bottle positions on the seat tube as well. And I think there's a bottle mount underneath. There is bottle mount down here. So you have a bottle mount underneath. You'll notice maybe that it's missing frame armor. So it's the previous Checkmate Checkpoint, I'm going to keep on getting that wrong all the time, had heavy duty armor down here to protect from stones coming up. This has a really, you probably can't see that, but it's got a really thin layer of the heavy duty Visi frame stuff to protect the frame. So you have some protection on there, but it's not the heavy duty armor that you would have on the previous bike. That's a weight saving thing, I'm assuming. And then you've got the same rubberized protection on the chainstay down here. Integrated one-piece bar, the same as the new Gen 8 Madone. New